years from now, when you're looking back at your life, don't you want to be able to say you had the guts to get in the car?
I f***ing love Transformers. Imagine being 8 years old, watching this in theaters. That was me. There was nothing cooler. From the minute we left the theater, I was convinced that my dad's car was secretly a Transformer.
Transform!
I do low-key still hope my car is a Transformer though. I drive a Ford Fiesta. That shit would be the worst Transformer. I had to download every Linkin Park song on my dad's iPod. I had to get every toy. I had to get the game for my Wii. I had to consume Transformers. So I started eating them. I don't know why I said that. I became obsessed and it all sparked from Michael Bay's Transformers. Michael Bay is a guy, and I mean that in the most literal sense. Like, the first Transformers is the most older brother core aesthetic movie ever. Mountain Dew, Xbox, Linkin Park, Sam's room, the way he dresses, Doritos, the military, explosions, cars, Megan Fox. Like, this movie is such a product of 2007, and for that I love it. I really like the edginess of this era, but I also do realize like how stupid it is sometimes. And like, these movies are honestly weird as hell and so stupid. I can look back at this stuff and be like, you know, that's really cool. Like, the aesthetic is really sick or whatever. But obviously that's not why I fell in love with Transformers as a kid. Fell in love with the big fucking robots. They were so cool. The designs of the Transformers, especially the Autobots in the Bay movies, were so fire, at least at the beginning. Sideswipe is my goat. Every Transformers kid has an attachment to a random side Transformer. It's just a thing that happens. I used to put the DVDs in and just skip to all the fights, like Optimus versus Bone Crusher on the freeway. The scene's like a minute long, but holy shit, it's so sick. And it looks so good still. Like, say what you want about Michael Bay in these movies, but they made the Transformers feel pretty fucking epic. The Transformers DVD menu is also epic and permanently ingrained in me. Transformers were everywhere as soon as the first movie was released. It was big. They say 1 in 5 kids were Optimus Prime for Halloween that year. Just like completely made up. From 2007 to like the early 2010s, there was so much Transformers media. You had the sequels, all the promos and commercials on TV. I love the ones where Optimus is just like doing shit, like going to a Burger King drive-thru or playing basketball or falling on that dude's car and just being like, my bad, being aggressively violent to M&Ms. The TV shows at the time, like Animated, which aired from 2007 to 2009, and Transformers Prime from 2010 to 2013. What happened to the hub? Where did it go? Was that real? Was that a real channel? Video games like the Cybertron games have such a special place in my heart because those were the first multiplayer shooters I ever like fully got into, and the way you could like customize your Transformers, it was the coolest shit. Also, the art design is amazing. It's like the perfect merge of G1 and the grittiness from the movies. It's so sick. The movie tie-in games were pretty fun too. You'd be Bumblebee and just blow up entire apartment complexes, fling police cars across the map, cause mass hysteria. It was pretty cool. It was just a perfect time to be growing up loving Transformers, and it made it really easy for someone like me who gets really hyper fixated on things to stay hyper fixated. I was a little goblin for Transformers. I was on the Transformers wiki every single day, looking up all the lore, learning all the names, like Erector, Wide Load, Lube, and there was one like it had cock in the name. I swear these are real. I was looking at every possible leak for whatever the upcoming movie was. I was watching every toy review. I needed Leader Class Optimus Prime. You wouldn't get it. I even went back and watched older stuff like Armada and the 80s show and movie where Optimus dies. Optimus kind of dies a lot. Optimus is mid, actually. The touch needle drop in this movie is so hard though. I can't make a video about Transformers and not mention that. So that movie also kind of sparked off like this whole fixation I had with 80s media growing up. So Transformers was actually such an influential thing for me. Thanks, Mr. Bay. But as time went on, my fixation with Transformers kind of started to fall off. It really started to coincide with the 4th movie for me. Things were just getting way too weird and dumb, and I also just was getting older and I thought I was way too cool for Transformers. I was not. I started looking back at the Bay movies and remembering all the stupid shit like Devastator's balls, and that's all it became in my eyes. Transformers was balls. Until like last week, I decided to watch Michael Bay's Transformers with a developed adult brain. I was so ready to go in like, nah, what the hell is that? But I actually understand my 8-year-old self. I get it. When the Autobots land on Earth and Optimus Prime transforms for the first time with the music, and then Jazz is like, what's cracking, little bitches? No, but I actually got so emotional. And I was like, why am I tearing up to Transformers? But all the memories and love for the franchise just came flooding back in as soon as I rewatched this movie. And no one could ever make me hate it. I watched Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon right after too. Like, even those, they might be stupid ass movies, but I can't get myself to hate them. I was just floating through these waves of nostalgia with every scene, like rewatching the scene where the Autobots are all hiding outside of Sam's house waiting for him to get the glasses. And like, they keep stepping on shit and being dumb as hell. And Optimus is like the most impatient motherfucker ever. Every time it cuts to him, he's so annoyed. It's such a good scene. Or just rewatching all the final battles again, and there's just explosions everywhere and the iconic music, and Optimus is just like ripping off faces. And it's just like, hell yeah. Even the smaller moments, like when Sam and Michaela meet Bumblebee for the first time, and then they get in the car and a really 2000s love song starts playing. I just felt like a kid again, and it hit me really hard. At first, I thought it was just nostalgia, but these movies actually mean a lot more to me than I think I ever gave credit to. The first movie came out when my parents were first starting to get separated, and I remember just really latching onto the franchise as soon as I saw the first movie. I think every kid has something like that, like when you face a very real situation, but you're a kid and you don't know how to react or to process it. So you just attach yourself really strongly to something as like a distraction or a way of coping. Transformers was that for me. And that wasn't even something I was really consciously aware of until now. But I think it's why I feel so emotionally connected to Transformers. It's why I wanted to cry watching a movie from the same franchise where SpongeBob humps Megan Fox's leg. The last gift I ever received from my mom before she was gone from my life was a Bumblebee toy from the first movie. And like, I was just a kid thinking, how can I be sad my parents are getting divorced? I got this sick ass Bumblebee toy that I'm gonna play with that will transport me into this other world where none of this stuff even matters. Like, I can't be sad that I won't see my mom again if I just keep watching Transformers over and over again. If my mind is completely immersed into this world, if I always have the next movie, the next episode, the next game, the next trip to the Transformers aisle to look forward to, I can't be sad. I don't know, just how kids think, I guess. My videos are just therapy for me. I hope you guys understand. I was not expecting all these realizations or whatever from watching these movies again. I just thought I missed the dumb robots like peeing on people. I guess it's somehow deeper than that. So I need a good line to like end this video. Transformers was balls, but balls are good. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.